Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV. What a guan. We just listened to a new Beach Bunny record. Tunnel Vision is the latest album as of so far. As of the time I've heard the record. By the time it reaches your ears, they might have put a new record out. Who knows? It was recommended on the Patreon by my friend Johnny. Thank you very much for this, Johnny. 10 tracks, or at least that's what the official playlist on the Beach Bunny YouTubers told me. I had a quick search of, Beach Bunny new album, and it came up with an alternate playlist, like 15 tunes, but I thought, flip it, let's go to the Beach Bunny YouTube channel and just find the legitimate source of the playlist. So I assume there's 10 tracks on the record. 10 tracks is definitely enough, it's sufficient. Good quality, honestly, I don't expect a bad project from this band. And that is bias. It's bias because I personally just enjoy the quality of this act. I like the way they write music. I like the way whomever writes the songs. I know that they can write good songs, so I don't expect them to ever write a bad song because they know how to write a good song. It's dialed in. You know, if you are in the gym and you squat regular, you learn how to squat properly, and then your body becomes accustomed to squatting properly, and anything other could give you an injury, so your body stops squatting inappropriately to ensure that you are safe and sound. That is the equivalent of the songwriting merit this band has. Whoever is writing the songs has written songs well enough now to know not to write a bad one, so it's very consistent. The production is great, might be an overstatement. It's glittery, it's polished, it's sparkly, which is what I want. It's nothing unique. The sound production is just good. It's good. Great would be like if it ticked every box for this particular band, but I think it's an overall good producer, who can just do magic on a track. That's what it is. This band isn't based upon the instrumental, it's based upon the lyrical content, the connection of the lyrical content, and the vocal melody. Honestly, I don't think there was an incredible amount of chorus action in this record compared to what they could do. Big Pink Bubble, I like that. That's my sort of songwriting. That I like the idea that that's quirky, it's different. I do like Big Pink Bubble, because as an individual, as an independent artist, I like it. I like it. That touches me, but I know that's not like a majority viewpoint. What else have we got on the track listing? Pixie Cut. I thought that was an incredibly unique approach to, the concept they were approaching. A very general, broad concept, yet they found a means of approaching it in a way which I've never heard before. And the idea that I'm talking to you about track number 6 and track number 2, purely based upon their song titles, showcases a great artistry in the songwriting capability, because normally I'll listen to 10 songs on an album and I'll speak to you about the general sound I can piece together. But the idea that I can look at the track listing and tell you about the lyrical quality, the hook on these songs based upon their song title already after a first time listen, that's fantastic. That's great songwriting, because they've made a connection through what they've established in writing them songs. I like Beach Bunny. I come with a bias because I like Beach Bunny. I like any band that comes forth with a bubble pop, buoyant, upbeat, nostalgic in a sense. Well produced. Garage pop, let's start a band identity and element. I adore it. And this band fulfills, ticks the majority of boxes I look to find in a band. So I'm very biased when it comes to that. I'll rate this record. It's going to sound crazy when I say this. Let me explain myself. I'm going to rate it a 6 out of 10. Number one, I'm very critical of my ratings. If you've only just found me via this, I'm very critical on my ratings. I don't go rating everything 10 out of 10 like most. I try to be as honest as possible because I know the vast span and spectrum of musical sound, or at least, I've heard enough to have some degree of a broad spectrum relative to some people. Not everyone, some people. 6 out of 10 because it sounds great, but it's not the best Beach Bunny record I've heard. These dudes can write a great song, and I know that. So now I expect them to push the boundaries a little bit, expand beyond the box we exist within. This is great, marketable material. But when you produce a record of so much, when does it become fodder? When does it become just throwaway? I've heard a Beach Bunny record of this quality 2-3 times over now. Because they're great and they can do a good job. But I'm going to cast judgment and say the next record they put out may very well potentially be of the same quality as this, and I do want to hear progression in the art, I do. I think that's artistry. I don't think as a creative you want to continue creating the same substance year after year after year, because that wouldn't be fulfilling to the soul. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. If this was their debut album, I could give them an 8 out of 10. But just due to the background and what I'm aware of this band and what I expect of this band, the high standards I have set for this band, I'll just give it a 6, respectfully. I'm signing out on that one. Peace.